like I'm up on a Tibetan mountain somewhere.
Yeah. In Manteca.
With my nitro cold brew. Okay, Vera. Let's see who's joining us
today.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. So, if you weren't with us earlier, we did some announcements. We have classes coming up. We have all the art and all the past life readings. Everything is on our website. You can go check out soulsenlightenment.com.
So in other words, if you didn't see our live show, you don't get the advertisements. Oh well, you're lost. They're probably going.
Yeah. Okay. So, we've been getting some questions in about signs,
symbols,
and what the heck do you do with it? Yeah. All right.
Oh gosh.
So, let's jump on in.
Well,
okay. So,
that's a deep subject.
Yeah. How do we know when we are getting a message? You know, one of the things that I think of for myself is that, hi Tack, is that, you know, a lot of times, if it's something that we are thinking about, then all of a sudden in our environment, something will manifest, like say, a bird flying by, right when you're thinking about something, and we wonder, okay, was that just a coincidence? Maybe not only a bird, but whatever types of symbols. Yeah. I remember I got in a car accident. I opened my door, and the first thing I stepped out, and I saw money.
Hi, Sammy.
In the middle of the freeway, and I'm stepping out onto money. But it was just like
on the freeway? You stepped out on the freeway?
Yeah. Well, I just got in an accident. I almost went over the center divider.
Oh, well, you didn't say that part.
When I worked at the office, my car almost went over the center divider. You told me later it was an exit point, right?
Right.
But when I opened the door, finally got that thing open because I was against the center divider, I step out and there was like a $5 bill.
That means you were on the money.
Exactly. Well, that's my point. It's like
Hi,
this
Sammy.
weird things, and we're thinking, it's like there's something about it that makes us think, is that just a coincidence, or what does that mean?
People nowadays know that there are no coincidences.
Exactly. And so it is something that, you know, these different experiences that we have make us wonder. And I do like that.
And we do have to think about, what were we thinking about when we had this? Because a lot of times people go, I don't know what it was about. Well, what were you thinking about?
Amen, sister.
So you have to remember that part of it.
You know, and that's why I was that's why I was thinking of the bird thing. It's like, I mean, I can't tell you how many times something really challenging has been going on for me, like say, or for anybody. Anyway, I've been thinking about it, and then you look out the window, and then there's this dove flying right to the window, and it's like, wow.
And dies.
Well, and it goes up at the last second. Yeah. But it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's, what is it that we're going through?
Or if a hawk is flying right by your driver window as you're driving. I've had that happen so many times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, or
what does that mean?
Yeah. Right. So it's like,
I got it like you're protected. There's always someone with you.
Yeah, see?
But how would you interpret it?
You know, it depends.
That's exactly why. It has to be unique to whatever it is that you're experiencing.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's going to be something
Hi, Nana.
that is out of the ordinary. Mm-hmm. Like you just said, a hawk flying with you. I was working on our angel class that's coming up. I was working on that this week. I walked inside because I was like, God, I can't get this one part. I'm not sure what it's going to be. It's going... Spending hours outside. I go inside, and guess what's on my step? Inside.
An angel feather.
Yeah, it was a feather. I got so excited because that's what it means to me. It's like, oh my gosh, it's a validation, right? So you also have to look at, what does something mean to you? Because there's also going to be that aspect. And a great example I was thinking about was that client that you had that wanted a message from her brother. And the message that you got was about this particular song.
Right? Oh, yes. I remember this.
By yeah.
But it was a song. Okay, it was a song that they both loved. And she knew that he. It was a song that they shared together that they loved.
When they were doing something that they loved because they were spending the time together.
Right.
But it wasn't necessarily a band that she would listen to.
Right. But she wanted me to give her a message from the brother about the song. And whenever I got Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
The Crazy Train.
Yes.
Yeah. And she was like, nope, not it.
Yeah.
She was really upset. It was
because it wasn't the one that she had in her mind.
Her mind.
Right.
But he was giving her a sign and a message that they used to love to go to San Francisco games together.
For baseball.
Baseball games.
Right.
And they always played
that song.
Crazy Train.
Background, right.
So that's what he's trying to tell her. And she totally did not get the... And I couldn't help her because I didn't know that that's what they... I just got the message about it's Ozzy Osbourne. And she's going, nope, that's not it. You didn't connect with him.
Yeah, see.
And then later, cousins are saying, wait a minute. Crazy Train, are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. You guys used to love to go to ball games together. So that was what he was trying to tell her, to remember that.
That time together. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't what she was expecting at the time. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting.
But I can see her point. Being disappointed. Well, nope, that's not our favorite song.
Right.
But you have to think outside the box.
Yes, and so when you are looking for
right
a
now
message,
my ears are ringing.
Really? See?
Yep.
And that's a message unto itself. That means that she's getting infusion.
Tara.
Or whatever it is at the moment that
you're welcome.
You're thinking about.
Yeah.
But, that's the thing. Sometimes what we can do as well is we can ask for a message or a sign to appear. Mm-hmm. Like in that case from our loved one. But we need to remember to be open to what form it might come in. Like, for example... That's a perfect example right there. Or let's say if you asked for a flower and you want this flower to manifest. You want somebody to give you this flower. That's what you're thinking, right? And then maybe in your inbox, there happened to be a little emoji of a flower right there. And it's like, it's not the flower. I didn't get the flower that I asked for, but we did. It's just looking at it in a different way. So it's very individual.
Like Nana keeps getting white feathers, and usually white feathers it's supposed to signify generally angels wanting to give you a message. But it doesn't necessarily. It could be that was your gift, that was your thing with someone on the other side that you loved white, whatever. It doesn't or just feathers. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, it's interesting, isn't it? Because a lot of times... we might not necessarily know right away the meaning of that message. It could be something from a past life, from our soul's journey. And that's what's so amazing about so many of these birthmarks. Yeah. It's like we might not know at the time when we first see the message, but it's stuck with us for a purpose. And on our journey to discover what it means, we'll find something that's really significant to us. Like, for example, the birthmarks that so many of you have shared was meant to find out what that really symbolized.
Right. And like right now, Stephanie was saying that her great-grandmother, and my mother was the same way about the bird thing. If it comes to your house, someone's going to die. That was one of the big things. So that's something that you kind of grow up with, but doesn't necessarily mean that anymore. It could, that's what it meant in that culture, in our culture. That's what we were taught, kind of thing. What's the other one that she said? Yeah, to the great beyond. And that's the thing with the confidence. It will come whenever you start really focusing on what was that message, what does it mean to me, kind of thing. So that's a good one there too, Sheikah.
Yeah, and I was
Roxanne, the same thing. Sorry.
Oh, no.
I just want to kind of go down and get what they have. And Roxanne, that same thing. If your hands itch, you're going to get money.
I know. Vera
I got a whole $2 from.
Vera tells me that a lot. She's like, okay, my hands are itching.
Yeah. And then bald eagle. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. See right there, Tasha. That's a message right there too. Yeah. Yeah. And Shika, whenever people talk about, I don't want my ego to get in the way, just saying that means your ego will not get in the way. Because if you had this huge ego, you would never ask that question. So push that back and keep that confidence going that you're not going to interpret it in a way that's too egotistical for you. It's a message that you were supposed to get. So just go for it.
Yeah. And really, there is no right or wrong way. There really is only your way, because you are the one that's walked your path. And there's symbols within your soul that are going to stand out to you.
Right.
Messages.
And Tasha, what do you think the message is? Why do you think you got that message right here? Because she wants to know what it means.
The one with the bald eagle?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right here.
Right there. Okay. And flying south closer to the river at higher in opposite direction this morning around 10:30 a.m. So flying close to the river, but in the opposite direction. So what do you think that message was for you? And, take your time. You don't have to give it in 2 seconds. But yeah, you've got to just realize that the messages are for you. So there's no ego involved. It's trying to give you something that you can, bite on, that you can utilize in your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing too is that the other side, God, our angels, our loved ones, they can communicate with us through infusion, through thought, through telepathy. And so when you are taking your first thought on what it is that you're feeling or thinking at that moment of what it means, a lot of times that is infusion from the other side of the message that they're trying to give you.
You don't have to be really in a higher vibration to get the message. Because we're always on some type of vibration, right? So when you're trying to figure something out, just ask your guides, put me in a higher vibration that'll get it, or a higher frequency that'll get it, kind of thing. But like Tasha, if the eagle was it eagle? I can't remember.
Yes.
Was going in the opposite direction. So what do you think maybe the message is? That you might be going in the wrong direction? That you should be going this other way? Or maybe look at it that way? You don't know. It's how you interpret it too. Because that's what I got whenever you said that part. Because usually, it's if they're going in the opposite direction, what is that telling you? What is
See?
What?
Purple Fuzzy was saying about 2 years ago, I had monarch butterflies come out of no place and fly circles around your head.
Yeah, so that's unusual. It's not something you see all the time. Because like around here, there's hawks everywhere. Everywhere. So if like you see a hawk flying, it's like, well, it's not really unusual. But for instance, whenever Trexler and I went to get that vaccine, the COVID vaccine, and we got lost.
Right.
We made the wrong turn, but we ended up seeing 2 deer. That is a message.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
The deer.
I love that one. I went into Target for a cookbook last week.
I don't know what 26 pennies mean.
Oh, see? I've heard about that. The 4 Agreements was the book.
I love that book.
See, that's really cool. Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, and sometimes it's it could be many different ways that this message comes to us, right? Sometimes I'll even ask and then I'll open up a book and just flip to see where my finger lands.
And who are the 2 people that saw the deer?
You and Pam.
Aries.
Oh!
So what does deer represent?
Well,
gentleness. Have a gentler touch, maybe, Be more gentle in approach, in some approach that you may have that you didn't have before. So that's just reminding you that. It's so cool.
It is.
I love it.
See? It's so logical. I look at south direction, north direction, meaning since I am Native American.
Yep. Right there, see?
That's really cool. Yeah. Or the runes.
Yeah.
The rune symbols. I just never forget that rune symbol that appeared on my leg.
Yeah.
It's still there ever since.
Yeah.
And it was an arrow pointing to Vera. Vera and I were sitting next to each other. And it was it also has a separate, like a secondary meaning,
exactly.
right, of the warrior, right? But it was like just this amazing, cool symbol, this message for us to get together. So it's like many different ways that it could appear. Even on our own body.
We just got pennies. Remember you saw pennies when we were coming out of the store?
Oh my gosh, you guys, seriously.
Tasha's talking about, or is it Tasha who said pennies?
Vera and I walked out of the store.
And they were right side up.
And there's 2 pennies right there where we were both going to step. That was pretty cool. So now that's really, really fun because it's like different types of messages. And then here there's 2 of us and there's 2 pennies. So
the one for Deborah, though, is like the dragonfly that's attracted to you. That's a loved one. That's a message from a loved one.
Aww.
Yeah, that's cool.
Isn't that neat? So it's many different types of forms. And really, it's what's can be what's
I remember
powerful
Nana
to
saying
us
that
too.
before. I thought if it isn't, it's like a deja vu because I remember you saying something about the crane and if a stork or a crane lands on your house, you're going to have a baby. That was right. You're right, Roxanne. It was the right turn. Correct.
Maybe we can send a stork over to Johnny and Natalie's house.
Yeah.
Baby.
One more baby. Yeah.
Aw, see?
My dad's the penny for me.
Yeah, it's whatever types of things that you shared with your loved ones too, like the gal with the song with her brother.
Yes,
and these things will just appear. It's just amazing. Appear around us. I love it. Very cool. Okay. Was there anything else that you wanted to share about messages? I mean, symbols and signs.
No, there's got so many.
I know. Really, we could do a class.
I know we could do a class, but I want interaction. I want to be able to talk to you guys. And
I know.
Talk back.
But that's what is so much fun about our classes now.
Yeah.
With Zoom, that we can
have that interaction again. Exactly.
It's been a lot of fun connecting with you through Zoom, hasn't it, Vera?
Yeah. So just be not even confident. Just accept. Just allow that organic experience to be accepted into your life, and don't second guess it or think, oh, I'm just, I got this message and it's a big star because I'm going to be a star. Well, you are a star. You and you and you and you and you.
Yeah. And that's it's, and you too. But it's true. And you're sitting out there, you look up, you're thinking about something, you see a shooting star. It's things like that. And it's like, it's a validation of whatever it is that you were thinking. Or it could be about healing, maybe you're not thinking an exact thing at that moment.
You get them in dreams.
But in the time period that you've been going through, you need healing. And then there we go. So it's going to be.
Well, it's like Tack was just talking about, do we get warning signs too? And remember that, I think I told everybody, but I had that dream where I fell to my knees.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like crying, and it was because somebody was going to die, right? And I had to tell them, or I thought I had to tell them. And then I find out from Darren came to me in a dream time.
After he was on the other side.
But I didn't know it at that time.
Right.
But I had a dream about Darren, I should say. And he was telling me that dream that I had wasn't about me or anybody else. Because I thought somebody in my family was going to die, or close friends, or, But he goes, no. He goes, you were picking up. You fell to the ground in the dream because that's how I found out that my lung cancer was there. Because it was such a sharp pain that he fell to the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And I did pick up death because he died from it, right? So that's how you get messages as well, in dream time. And sometimes they don't make sense. And then they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that too. Don't forget dream time.
Oh, see, and I love the flowers. It's like I have these flowers, and they
Tara,
haven't
been
they haven't been blooming or anything. And then I've been going through a rough couple of weeks. I go out there, and there's this red rose that appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was so excited. So it's like whatever it is that you see it, and you just accept that message.
Purple Fuzzy said, "No, you're a horse."
From when? From what?
You're a horse.
I know, but
I don't know. You must have said something. I was something.
I don't know. I just keep picturing that.
She just wants you to know that she's around and that she's taking care of you guys. That's all, Nana. She's just like, remember me. Does somebody in the family like
I love
leave her
it.
treats or something? Because she's talking about treats or something that she's getting.
Spirit guide?
No, the ghost kitty.
Oh, the ghost kitty. I'm
Yeah.
up here. Okay.
Oh, see, I love that too. Ghost. See, there's so many different signs
Oh,
and symbols.
yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, you know, if it's somebody that you loved or an animal or what have you, it's, you know, you will see things that appear from what it would be like, what would remind you
Yeah.
of them.
Yep.
And you just know, or trust it, I should say. Like, Luke was the only kitty that was ever jumping up and around in here. And
I
then
love
right
that
after
cat.
he had left, you heard this.
Like something fell.
It was right where he would
jump up,
He was
yeah.
the only one that would do that.
Yeah.
So that was neat.
I know I have so many more crystals now without Lukey. Not broken ones. But I still want my baby. Yep, see?
Yeah.
So they're the ghostie is thanking you for the treats.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's better late than never, neat. Yay, yay, yay. Ah, somebody's going to have a baby. But, you know, not necessarily. It could also be that there's going to be a new project that's like a baby for you.
That's true.
You know, it's like, yeah.
A new beginning of some
Yeah,
sort.
yeah. Yeah. A lot of times loved ones do come to us like as butterflies or dragonflies, you know, that kind of
I
thing.
just think that's so
Yeah.
cool.
That's what Tara was saying.
Or you might smell perfume, right?
Or
cigar.
Cigar
yeah.
smoke, that smell. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know, for some reason, my grandmother always goes with me to the hair salon. And I'm always telling them, I go, who has perfume on? And she used to put Chanel No. 5 all the time. And I go, yeah. And I always go, I smell Chanel No. 5. And everybody's going, nope, don't have it, nope. And then somebody goes, I think it was Kim. She goes, that's an old lady scent.
And then you like,
yeah, that's what it
makes
is.
sense.
Yeah.
Wow. Aw. Yeah, it's and the thing that I love too about the signs that or symbols that we see is that, you know, a lot of times we get them when we need them.
Yeah.
When we really need it.
That's cute. That's a good dream, Purple Fuzzy. Because Superman, what does they do? Rescue, right? So he flew into a very dark sky.
He blew and he blew.
But he fixes things, right? So that's what you're dreaming about, dark skies, because of situations that might be happening for you or around you. But then there's Superman that's going to come and save the day. I always think of Mighty Mouse.
I would say what I always think of, but it's not appropriate.
What?
Should I tell him?
Whisper.
Remember Batman and how Robin was always going, you know, holy smoking concrete, Batman. I told that to my mom one
she
hot
said that.
summer day, and then she's like, she never saw that show. And she goes, holy hot asphalt, Superman. And I'm like, oh yeah, Mom.
You go, girl. That's funny.
Yeah.
I know, I do too. But that's what they said. That's an old lady scent. Oh.
All right.
Well, that's all I have, people.
Yes, we just wanted to do some
Well, actually, I
sharing.
have a lot. Animals come to you.
Yes. Aw.
Or seeing messages on cars as you're driving somewhere, and you might be down and out or not feeling good, and then you see something go by that says "Don't give up" or smile. It's going to get better. Or something. There's always something.
And in the sky, the sun, the sun rays coming through when you need it. A rainbow, even rain. Like sometimes it just feels like
Deborah. She saw a black bear, and that's one of Chrissy's too. Isn't it black bear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your totem.
God, love the black bears.
Yeah. That's one of your Native American lives, huh?
See?
Yeah. Brute! That takes me back, Nana. That's like in the 70s. Yeah.
Brute and Old Spice. Oh, that's not soap though.
See? And then a lot, Shika, your energy messes up. Just like with me with computers, you're like that too.
But yeah, sometimes it'll be a hot It's literally a hot summer day in California in August, and it'll start raining.
Yeah.
That happened before when.
Oh, Tack, you're the one that's been sleeping. He's been around you a lot. You just don't notice it yet. You will.
Yeah, but that's something that can
He's
happen.
got to push your leg a little bit harder because you're not noticing. Because he kind of rubs on his leg. Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, forgot tarot card. Do you want to do tarot card?
Absolutely.
Or
while you're
angel?
getting the tarot card, I'm just going to share what I was talking about a moment ago. I just wanted to share really quick. I had an opportunity to confront my father. It was years ago, and my car broke down, so I was stuck at their house. Nobody else was home but me and him, and we got into it. And I basically was saying that I felt like he didn't care about. We just got into it, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to share that I went outside, and it felt like a whole lifetime of not being able to express that to him. That I felt like he cared more what other strangers thought than how his own loved one, his own family felt. And so when I expressed that, I went outside. It was summer. It was August. It was dusty, and all of a sudden it started to rain. And there was the men working on the roofs around on the property and stuff, and they were all screaming with joy. They're like, "Yeah!" because it was so hot. And I just wanted to share that sometimes we'll get this amazing, a message even from the skies.
Well, look like when we were ordained for, and it was in May or something, and it was, or wasn't the summer?
It was in the winter, but it never snowed.
Was it in the winter?
It was in December.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't snow in sunny
never,
California.
But it never snowed
that low
in California, right? I mean, in
that
Campbell.
low.
Yeah. But yeah. So in the situation with my father, I felt like it was a cleansing. Rain, like washing away all the tears, right?
Yeah.
From my life.
Tears for fears. That's a good.
I thought you were saying tears for freedom. That's how it felt.
No.
Free.
I was thinking of the band.
And then with the snow, it was like, that was an interesting example of, I don't know. It was just this amazing, amazing thing that happened. So I'm sure that, that's another way that you can receive a really significant sign or message about whatever it is that you're going through, is through the weather or the skies.
I need help with my office.
Are you looking, have you located the tarot?
Yeah, but I can't find the crystal. Oh well, we won't do a crystal one this time. I can't find one.
Okay.
I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere. Anyhow.
So tell us about this beautiful card. Okay,
you get to be the holder.
Okay.
Oh, it was in the 80s? I thought it was the 70s. Oh, yeah, Tears for Fears, huh? Yeah, so this is...
it's pretty.
I believe it's 8 of Pentacles. Pentacles has to do with earthly endeavors like career, money-making situations. So that is showing us for this week that we have all of these talents that we are utilizing to help us get where we need to go in this lifetime. But sometimes we have so many talents that we're frozen and we kind of don't know what to do. So that's why it's important to just make a decision. Just pick something. And that in itself is the action to move forward. And then eventually you get to where you're supposed to be going in terms of career or how to make, money-making ideas kind of thing. And that just shows all of your talents that you have from this life, past lives. And, you'd be able to utilize it and turn it into something in this lifetime that that you could put your life into and get rewards from. Like, to be able to make a living kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And see, the red is action.
Well,
the gold is the
beautiful.
Wealth. Yeah, it's pretty, huh?
So let me go grab the Virtue Angel, because that's the angel I'm thinking about. Because you were just talking about this, how we have everything within us that we need. And the Virtue Angel, she's the one, I think about this angel.
It's very spiritual there. Very.
Your Virtue Angel is in the last antechamber before you come into this life. And she is helping you in that chamber to remember what you are meant to be doing. The major aspects of what you wanted to accomplish in your lifetime. And so she is still with you now. She's always going to be walking with you. And she's the angel that I would suggest.
I love that little baby.
She's the angel that I would suggest focusing on right now. She's going to help you. She is she's the keeper of your chart. I better stop because I'm giving. It's going to be like a whole angel class, right?
Yeah.
But she's going to help you to bring to the surface what you are wanting to focus on at this point in your life, because we're all going through changes, right? This society with COVID, it's a big change, and so she's going to help be the one to help bring to the surface the talents and the aspects of your chart that you need to focus on.
I just love them.
Show you a little bit closer. There she is. There's going to be another virtue.
Look at that cute butt.
So yes, you can focus on her, and you know, you can talk to your angels, talk to your virtue as you're going to sleep. Ask for a message. Ask for her to give you a message or a sign that you will recognize as you're moving through your daily life.
And Tara, you may not ever hear them. It's telepathic. So it just pops in your head, and sometimes that is even harder for people to accept because they feel like they're making it up.
Right.
And you're not, but it's a telepathic message. Not everybody hears. We all do it differently.
Sometimes that's a real test of belief. Like, is it really real?
You know what your talent is, Neat? That you don't think you have a talent. You have one, and you know you do. You just have to figure it out. And I'm not telling you because I want you to figure it out. You have it.
And that's a part of the excitement is when we find it for ourselves. Even though sometimes hearing it from another person, but when you're the one that's going through that endeavor to get there, then when you get there, it's even more exciting, more powerful. You connect with it more.
Right.
Because it's coming from within. Ah. That's cool.
Yeah, everybody
Angel's
does.
glowing.
Everybody has whatever your passion is. It could be as benign as you are really good at cleaning. No one else is. You have this talent, and you're efficient at it, and then you utilize that, and then bring it into something where you can help other people. And it's your essence that helps, not just the cleaning part. You're the integral part of it. And I'm just using that as I know you do, and it's going to be powerful when you do, too, Neat. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Chanel, you too know what it is. It's deep in there, and you guys will get it out. I want you to figure it out because it's so much more powerful. That's why I love doing regressions, because you're getting the information. I'm helping you, but you're getting the information. But not everybody can.
Right.
So those that can't, then you do a reading, kind of thing.
And it's kind of exciting, though, because a lot of times, too, you might say, okay, well, you had this lifetime. And
Never
that's
too late.
That's exciting to know. But when you have a regression, if you were to go, okay, I'm focusing on, I would like to go to that lifetime. And if you go there, it's like you have these experiences, you connect with those experiences, and it's even more powerful.
Right.
I love it. I love it.
Why don't you guys write a story? Just start writing a story about a talent that you have or this superpower that you have. And then just see where it goes.
I like that. You are your own canvas.
So step out of your way.
I like that. Yeah. And Tasha, as far as her specific name, you can give her a name. So everybody's virtue angel is going to be different. So, whatever your name that you want to give her is fine.
Isn't there a song about Susanna?
Yes, there is.
That's her angel's name.
Well, there we go.
See, and that's a talent. I'm not joking. I know you're trying to be funny, but it's not. There is a talent to that, and it's good trouble.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We can paint it because we are all creators. So we can create that. We can create our life. Really, because what we're focusing on is what we create. So we want it to be the positive and the beautiful. I mean, as best as possible, right?
As much as we can.
Yeah.
I mean, we're human and we're in life, but just doing our best is enough,
Yes, exactly. Oh, art. I like that. Very cool.
They change only if you want them to change or need them to change. Yeah. Cool.
Great. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun
Yeah.
talking about your messages and signs. Really cool.
Yeah. And I'm glad you resonated to that, Tara. That was awesome. She had a birthmark, I think it was.
Oh, excellent.
She said that way up there, and I didn't have a chance to say anything.
Cool.
So,
All right. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that works. Hey, whatever type of artist style you resonate to,
Exactly.
right? It's all
that's
good.
it. Journey with
Yay!
us. Yes. We love
We love
that.
you all. Thanks for joining us.